Is the AI bubble about to burst? What Peter Thiel selling his nvidia stake really means. In the world of tech investing, some moves are loud, and some are louder than words. And when Peter Thiel, one of Silicon Valley's sharpest contrarian billionaires, quietly sells his entire stake in nvidia, people pay attention. Not because he's always right, but because he's often early. Thiel was early on Facebook, early on PayPal, early on Palantir, and early in predicting the dot-com crash. So when someone with that track record exits the world's most hyped AI stock, it raises a big question. Is this the beginning of the end for the AI hype, or just the beginning of a new phase? Thiel's hedge fund unloaded every single nvidia share, worth roughly $100 million. This wasn't a small hedge. nvidia was one of his largest positions. And overnight, the move added fuel to something investors have been whispering about for months. Is AI becoming the next bubble? nvidia's meteoric rise has been historic, one of the fastest trillion-dollar climbs in stock market history. But nothing rises forever, especially when expectations start outrunning reality. But here's the twist. Thiel didn't pull his money out of tech. He rotated it into Apple, Microsoft, and other diversified giants. So his message isn't, AI is a scam. His message is more subtle. AI is real, but the valuations are getting dangerous. This is classic Thiel. Invest in the future, but avoid the frenzy. The problem. AI may be real, but the numbers might not be. And that's the heart of the issue. For the first time, we're seeing analysts question whether AI companies are spending more on GPUs than they're earning. Demand is boosted by hype rather than customers. Circular investments, companies raising money just to buy more NVIDIA chips, are creating artificial growth. This doesn't mean AI is fake, but it might mean the current pace is unsustainable. Imagine a gold rush where miners spend more on shovels than the gold they find. NVIDIA is selling the shovels, and everyone else is trying to find gold. Thiel seems to believe that eventually, reality catches up. We've seen this story before. During the late 90s, companies added .com to their names, and their stock prices doubled overnight. The tech boom was real, but the valuations? They were fantasy. AI feels different. The technology is tangible. We use it every day. But the investing behavior? That's starting to look familiar. When companies are buying GPUs before they know what to do with them, when startups raise money just to buy compute, when spending outpaces revenue at 10 to 1, these are the early warning signs of overheating. So what is Thiel really betting on? He's not betting against AI. He's betting against emotion, against hype, against the idea that the future arrives in a straight line. By shifting into Apple and Microsoft, he's positioning himself for the long game, the companies that will profit from AI without being entirely dependent on it. While NVIDIA is the picks and shovels of the AI revolution, Apple and Microsoft are building the cities, roads, and civilization that sit on top of that revolution. In other words, Thiel didn't step away from AI, he stepped away from the frenzy around it. What this means for the AI hype cycle. Here's the truth. AI is not going away, but the hype will change shape. We're moving from the wow phase to the prove it phase. Investors will start asking, where is the actual revenue? Where is the real adoption? Does anyone have a sustainable business model? And this is good, because hype attracts noise, but correction attracts quality. The next phase of AI won't be about who buys the most GPUs. It'll be about who turns AI into real products that change real industries. So, is this the burst of the bubble? Maybe, maybe not. But one thing is clear. Peter Thiel's exit is a signal. Not that AI is ending, but that the easy money era of AI might be ending. And that might be the healthiest thing that can happen to the industry. Because after every tech correction, what emerges is stronger, smarter, and far more real.